Hey everyone, this is a campaign designed by me, Greer Cadora, a public relations specialist for Dress for Success New Orleans' social media and local presence. If this campaign puts a modern twist on Dress for Success's traditional PR and marketing tactics. I've named this campaign We Dress But Only for Success. Dress for Success's mission and goals. My client, Dress for Success New Orleans, is a well established organization with the focus of benefiting women. Their mission is to create a world of securely employed independent women. Dress for Success strive to provide exceptional services for their clients by offering clothing, financial guidance, professional training, and single mother resources. Dress for Success's strengths. They have an innovative and dedicated staff. They receive an extreme amount of clothing donations, and they have a great communications outreach, and they're a well-established organizations. Some of their weaknesses include social media presence and overall branding, event planning, and volunteers. There's many opportunities within Dress for Success, such as modernized social media presence, monthly events, new collaborations, and a larger local presence. Some threats that Dress for Success faces is lack of funding, budget cuts with the rise of cost, rising nonprofits, and the city of New Orleans and its raising poverty rates. Because of this, many women are not often to even find jobs that are accepting new women entering the professional workforce for the first time. What's working with Dress for Success? Through analyzing the organization's communications, I was able to identify the strengths. Dress for Success has endless connections and strong sponsors. The staff, which makes up Dress for Success, consists of independent, driven women who want to make a difference for local women. What's not working? Dress for Success lacks social media performance. The user engagement is low and content is dated and repetitive. The organization has not implemented itself around Louisiana enough. They could be reaching more and gaining more resources using stronger PR tactics. Dress for Success's current position in the industry. This organization has a unique relationship with its local community as it serves a vulnerable group of people in our society, women in poverty. Now, more than ever, these women are in need of our support and advice in key aspects of their life. The organization does just that by making it their goal to provide women with critical life skills so they can be self-sufficient and successful on their own. With years of experience, the primary focus is to give these struggling women the resources they need to build independent, self-sufficient lives for them and their families. Dress for Success wants to enhance their clients' lifestyle through clothing, resources, connections, and the support of other women. Dress for Success is a national organization that has helped millions of women. They're connected with numerous brands and organizations who donate, sponsor events, and create awareness. They've recently been featured on WGNO when President Tracy Dundas appeared on the news with a twist in November. Our first target audience for this campaign is women and men ages 23 to 40, married or single, and income above $60K a year. Our second target audience, women and men ages 23 to 80, married or single, income above $60K a year. How we will reach our target audience. We will reach our target audience through multiple platforms. We will reach our first target audience through social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Google. Our second target audience will be reached through advertising efforts through local platform. This audience reads more print and local news such as WGNO, WWL TV, and the Gambit Weekly and billboards. Want to learn more about your target audience? In order to learn more about this organization's target audience, a research survey should be conducted. This would allow us to be able to explore deeper into our target audience and their demographics and sociographics. The primary research would be a survey created on a survey application site such as Google Surveys. In Appendix C, you can find a full survey questionnaire that is ready to be used. Below, I have identified details about this primary survey tool. The objective of this suggested research survey would be to ask the participants questions about their workplace and how they view women in the workplace. This can help curate specific, engaging content. How do you conduct this survey? If the organization decides to run a survey, you will need to use the survey questionnaire provided and insert the questions into the application Google Surveys found online. Once you have created the survey, send it out in the weekly email with the prompt, "Let us know more about yourself." Insert survey link here. The survey link should be posted in the Instagram and Facebook biography with the same prompt. "Let us know more about yourself." Insert survey link here. Method and target participants. The method of this primary research would be to conduct a survey. Surveys are a great way to get immediate feedback directly from our targets. We want this survey to be accessible for our target audience through social media and web platforms. How to measure survey data. Let's say the team decides to conduct this survey about their target audiences and you get the feedback from the results. Now, how do we use this data? To start, gather all of the data from the surveys that were conducted and begin to analyze. For example, let's say the majority of the respondents respond to one of the questions regarding how many employed women they know with 5 each. What can we do with this information? Now you can use this data to cater to your communications efforts. If maintaining employment is an issue, maybe a training class with a local marketing or real estate agency could create resources for more women. Or another example could be to collaborate with businesses to employ women starting up in their professional careers. In general, this data can now be used to create new ideas that directly benefit our audience. Our first goal is to boost Dress for Success's social media engagement and presence. The objective of this is to create a social media handbook for the staff to use starting on December 15th. The first tactic is implement a designed handbook consisting of social media posts and ideas. We will increase Dress for Success's engagement by 5% every month. The tactic is consistently post updated trending interpersonal content. Our second goal for this is to implement Dress for Success on local platforms and in local businesses. The objective for this is implement Dress for Success in local news and advertising platforms. Tactic: Dress for Success will appear monthly in the Times-Picayune prints and websites, appear on WWL-TV twice a month and WGNO once a month. Objective 2, expand Dress for Success to Louisiana driving residents and travelers. This tactic will be used by placing billboards in multiple cities along I-10 in Louisiana. Specific: the objectives and tactics help to understand what is expected to be done. Measurable: social media analytics and website traffic can help us measure the implementation and success of our objectives. Achievable: this PR campaign is specific and challenging, but also realistic. Relevant: related to the work and mission of the organization. Time-bound: clear time frame is provided. The general strategy overview for this campaign. These strategies have been strategically planned to not only boost consumer engagement with Dress for Success, but also implement them as a permanent part of Louisiana society. Through these strategies, we plan to create a buzz around Dress for Success New Orleans, which will bring in awareness, donations, sponsors, and extended resources for our clients. By using research and PR methodology to create these strategies, we can assume they will be successful in this campaign. Tactics overview: modernize social media presence and increase engagement through our social media handbook. We will modernize social media graphics, implement social media planning, and use social media women influencers. Our second tactic: increase local presence throughout New Orleans and surrounding areas. Place billboards alongside main interstates in Louisiana. Implement Dress for Success in monthly prints of local news platforms. And Dress for Success will have 2 monthly features on WWL TV and 1 segment on WGNO a month. We will accomplish this goal by implementing Dress for Success in local businesses throughout Louisiana. This plan will build a strong sense of community and trust for Dress for Success in Louisiana, especially New Orleans. Building this presence will allow Dress for Success to gain local volunteers for New Orleans events, local sponsors, and bring in more clientele. Implementing Dress for Success on local platforms will create more awareness of the organization and what they accomplish for their clients. Evaluation. This is how we will measure the campaign's success. To measure the success of this campaign, we can use Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Google Analytics. If you have a business Instagram and Facebook account, which Dress for Success has, you can click on the professional dashboard to review account insights. From here, we will be able to analyze if the overall likes and engagement has gone up 5%. We will also be able to tell you how many accounts were reached and how many accounts engaged with any content. You can also see if the total follower count has gone up. Furthermore, if you want to just look at the insights for December 2024, you can change the calendar to reflect those insights only. You can also change the calendar to see account insights from the last 3 months, which would explain how well the campaign has been working. To measure overall brand awareness, you can review and check the recent website traffic. This will keep track of our tactics and if they are being successful. Recommendations. It would benefit Dress for Success for current staff members to learn social media and advertising skills. This would create more social media knowledge, which leads to a larger following and engagement. Dress for Success should hold monthly events to raise funds, but also allow clientele and activity to build connections. Dress for Success has sponsors who are willing to help. Using different ones for different events would allow us to provide low-cost events. Dress for Success should hire more high school and college interns. Interns come with fresh ideas, which often find success. Thank you so much for listening to me and my campaign. And remember, we dress, but only for success.